that's good. Let me make sure it actually worked on here. There it is. Okay, cool. Oh, it's vibrating like mad. This is like this is such a janky fucking setup, but I have no like actual camera. So I'm hoping that this is like fine enough. But hi. Ooh, hello? Hands. There we go. Okay. I am just doing a last minute Halloween project. I need to make this tail right here match my girlfriend's mask. I just kind of got to get it up to the brown. So I figured I wanted to stream originally today, but you know, I had to work like early in the morning. So I'm hoping that I can get this going and have it all dried out and everything by the time that it needs to be done. I just gotta mix some paint. They said not to have it too watery. I've never like painted a tail before, but I figured considering I'm trying to last minute do this, that yeah, watery should be okay just because I'm trying to get into all these layers real quick. I'm just using watered down acrylic, and I'm hoping to God I don't fuck this up. I figured I would do the lighter layers and work up to the top, and then it would just hopefully work out. This might need to be darker, but that's okay. I can fix it as we go. It's not too big of a deal. I didn't post about this anywhere, so I'm kind of nervous about this. I didn't really want to actually draw attention too much, but I still wanted to do this, so it's like I'm making myself do something that makes me uncomfortable. I'm just gonna dab that off a little bit because it is a little strong, but I don't want it to be completely like overwhelming and brown and like leave these disgusting muddy patches. I might need more brown. This is like really still orangey because I did use I used this light mocha and I mixed it with real brown to get it to be more orangey, but I might be overpowering it, I'll be honest. This might be slightly out of frame, I'm sorry. I don't really have like a good setup for my camera, so it's like my best bet is just to put it on a box and put a candle on top of that box so you can actually see what I'm doing. Okay, where did I put the comb? Because I do need to comb this as I go, so just so the paint doesn't match. I might have left it at my old spot. There it is. I also figured I'd do a stream like this anyways, because I do, I'm not completely sure how my streams are going to go in the future, as so I have a capture card. I got the cheapest capture card ever known to man. You know, that like shitty little tiny guy everybody sees online. But, I recently like reorganized my entire bedroom like Tuesday. So this little cord, it got, which side is it? This guy got like all kind of fucked up right there. So it won't fit in the capture card anymore. So I do need to buy a new one, unfortunately. Which, you know, is lovely, but it'll be okay. So if I stream, it might just be off of my console instead of using my computer. But I might find a way to use my computer. There's a way to stream from your console to like Streamlabs so you can still get all like the stuff. I'm not sure, if I can do that properly or not, but that might be the way I'll have to go in the future. Oh yeah, this is not, I don't know. I don't think you can tell a difference really much between these colors. Still really like a light brown. I want it to be darker. Maybe I need to throw in a little bit of black. Not much, but a little bit. And cover that bald spot. Yeah. I think I'll wait for this to dry out before I'll darken it up. So I'll go higher up on the tail and then I'll darken that up since it's not coloring the way I want it to color. Let me see, does this... Sorry, I'm just posting. I realize I need to do something real quick. What was I doing? I'm sorry, I'm just trying to do something real quick. I know it's like really silent, so I'm just gonna try to find some like copyright free music to play real quick. Bum, 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 bum. Halloween music, we'll do that for the day. Okay.
Get up to 60%
Oh god, I
off
hate
trees
ads.
during
Shut
Lowe's
up.
Start the season sale.
Hopefully that's like not too loud. We'll lower that a little bit. Alright. I need to add a little bit of black to it, I think. It's not doing the right color I need it to be. Hopefully this doesn't fuck it up. I think this might be dried out. Give me a sec. Oh yeah. There we go. Black is like one of the colors I use the most. Ooh, that was a little too much. I can't do it too often anymore, unfortunately, but I do try occasionally to repaint figurines. For example, let's see. There is, sorry, this is like my little janky ass station. This is like an old Morgana figure from like Persona that isn't much. but I did slightly repaint it to be originally a gift for an ex-friend. And then I also did this for the same person. It's, again, just a repaint. I made her clothes slightly blacker and changed her hair and the ribbon. I was gonna finish it and do the eyes, and then, you know, stuff happened and we're no longer friends, so that is what it is. Okay, let me mix this and hope it comes out a little bit better. Okay. Ooh. That's close to that, actually. That's perfect. I feel like it needs to go more, but, you know, whatever. Okay, so we'll separate it, like, right about there. And then I'll start doing the little brushing. Ideally, the top is going to be, like, really dark brown blackish. But that'll be then and not now. I don't know how long I'm going to be at this for. My girlfriend does... Oh. Okay. She does get out at, like, soonish. So, I probably won't be on for too long. But just a little guy. Just a little bit. I really did want to stream today, and then I forgot because we're gonna go... Ooh, that got all over my hand. We are going to be going out tomorrow night after I get out from work. So I figured it is better to do this now and then not have her be mad at me because I've been needing to do it, but life is life, you know? Because I did tell her, you know, I bought it for her, told her I was going to do it because we bought that mask on a date. We went thrifting, and my girlfriend is a bit of a furry. She has like a persona and everything. I don't know how much lore it has, but you know, she does a lot of furry art too. I don't know. I've like she is linked in my about section as like my artist, and if you go through her things, you can see like a lot of like furry art. It's probably like the worst way to do this, but I kind of like the way, like, having the white underneath, because it reminds me of, like, a real... Oop, that'll get, like, blended out later, you know? Because, like, a lot of animals have, like, white or something at the very tip, like, their body is. So I figured it should be okay. It's not great, but, you know, it's something. You know, I got out of work about... 2 hours ago. Woke up at like 7 in the morning to get there at 8. I work at a bookstore and we are just opening a brand new one. So today has been like a lot of like heavy lifting. We put all the shelves on the like shelving units onto the actual shelving, like the actual furniture, if that makes any sense. And we put that all together, and then tomorrow we're gonna get all the shipment of all the books, and we are gonna have to be there for a really long time. I just want to get this done now because I get out of work at like 7 o'clock tomorrow, and then I gotta go home, immediately get ready. She's going as this. I had no intentions of going out for Halloween because I knew ahead of time that they were gonna be hiring or like scheduling like this right around here, because technically we should have been trying to open the store like last week, but there was something wrong with construction, so we didn't get to it until this week. And so I knew I'd just be like working a bunch of 8-hour shifts. But bar we're going to has like really good food that she's been wanting to try forever, and she doesn't want to go alone, and I'm not gonna let my girlfriend go alone. So I'm going with her. She gave me her elf ears. I'm gonna dress the bare minimum and be there just for a little bit because I gotta go back to work again the day after at 8 in the morning, which means I can't stay up all night at the bar. I can only be out for maybe only 2 hours, which, you know, would be lovely if it could be more, but I can't help it. They scheduled everyone like fucking weird ass hours. Everyone's like getting up at the crack of dawn to go help put everything together. There's so many people. Like, people came out of state for this. Like, it's... Or, like, not out of state. Actually, not one did. But one of them is also just, like, far away from here. So they're currently staying at a hotel. And it's, like, a lot of people. A lot of things that we need to do. For example, our, like... You know, like, those big-ass, like, garbage guys that they, like, give for construction projects? Yeah, that bitch is full now. We had so many boxes and everything that is completely full. I might have to get a new paper. This is leaking through. Yes, it is. You know, that thing is full. It's overflowing, actually. We had to put a bunch of trash into receiving because it just wouldn't go in. They won't take the dumpster if it's, like, over a certain amount over the lid. And we definitely hit that. And, you know, we had a bunch of fixtures and everything. So, they can't let us jump in there and flatten it because there could be screws and nails and they can go in your feet, and then lawsuit and workers' comp and da 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 da. Alright, I'm gonna take this off camera in a second to comb it out properly, but I think it's coming well. I just need a lot of room to like... Oh, no, I am slightly on camera. But no, I just need like a lot of room to properly like do this. And then once it's fully dry and everything, I'm just gonna take like a cat comb, or like, you know, like the brushes you use with the little needles for your animals. I'm gonna use that and fluff it out all the way because this is not gonna be like that great afterwards. But I'm hoping that it's like starting to look okay. And I know, like, my crafting table is a mess. I have to organize my room a lot more. I just finally got it all like nicely set up. I'm not gonna show my actual like computer thing because that is a fucking mess. Like, it is bad. It is not good at all. I have, like, a bunch of, like, candles and stuff that I need to take care of. Yeah, that's starting to look good. I do need to bring that color more into that, so it doesn't look like that. But I'm gonna go grab some more paper towel, because that guy is, like, leaking onto my desk, and can't have that. I don't feel like cleaning that later. I'll be back. Everything's falling. Jesus. Alright, okay, cool. That just popped off like nothing. That's good. I was worried about that. Okay, so this, which, I know, again, really watery, shouldn't, but I figured that's better than not, especially considering, you know, this is last minute. Brush that in, mix it up more with this so it's not just like completely random, and like make it actually look like it blends together more. And I know this is probably like a horrible method, but hey. And I only have like half an hour left to stream maybe. I gotta go pick up my girlfriend. sorry, my brain's like mushy right now. So it's like, no, so like I'm definitely like a person who is very confidential about themselves, which I know is, is ironic being a streamer. But I mean, that's kind of why I picked the PNG tuber, like VTubers thing. PNGuber because my computer cannot handle a 2D model or anything like that. It can barely handle my games as is. But, I'm trying my best. I need to be more social and active in that stuff. And that's like one of my most things. Like, I am terrified of social interactions. I was a house hermit for like, once I turned like, God, I think I stopped being social once I was like 15. I just stopped. I got really depressed, and I only made like one online friend that I was still talking to for a while. The other one I still have as a friend. One of them I still have as a friend. He's really busy in his personal life. Like, he's married, he does serious sports that require like a lot of time and all that stuff. But so we only talk every often, so any friends I made during that time really haven't stuck around. We just like naturally fell out, or we fell out really bad. So I'm trying to be more social, and but I feel like as an antisocial person or a person with anxiety, that stuff is really hard. It's really hard to get yourself out there after like being stuck in a certain way for like so long. And I feel like streaming like this, or streaming in general, is like a huge way of trying to combat that. I still need to get better at communicating with other streamers and like talking to them. Majority of the time they're the ones DMing me and saying hi, and that's good. I'm so happy they are. Like, that is like such an important thing that they are reaching out to me, like, but it is still very difficult for me to remember to properly reply and not like overthink my replies and like, oh god, they fucking hate me. Because that's like my number one thing always, is everybody fucking hates me, which I know. That's just my anxiety speaking. Okay, that looks good. Now I just need to blend it back down. But, you can't really help those things. That's just the way things are. And I feel like every time I yap, though, it always ends into me, like, doing this, where, like, just talk about really deep things, like, way too much, and it feels like I'm trying to trauma dump. But I've never been good at small talk. That's just not my forte. It's like, I'll just randomly dump, like, trivial, like, trauma core, randomly. Yeah, I don't know. I had some things I wanted to talk about, but, like, I'm just trying to, like, get this done and taken care of. Okay, and then I think I just need this to go more of a darker brown instead of this muted gray, like a black brown. I think that looks relatively alike. Let me look at it on camera so it like looks the same. Kinda. I did put some of the like fur I had left over from overbrushing this up there. But yeah, I think I just need darker colors up here, and it should hopefully be good. God, my hands are a mess, man. It's so bad. And go away. Oh, I have such bad hiccups randomly. I hate it. Oh gosh. It was so bad today at work too. I thought something was gonna like fucking fall on me because it was like everything was so heavy. It's like, I think like, so like all the permanent like book resident things, like the actual like hardware physical shelves are in the store right now, right? That is too much black. That is okay. I will figure that out. They're all in there. So we just gotta put like the little movable shelves in there at the moment. And some of these are like so bad. Like, it is not, like, they are, like, entire pallets worth of just, like, garbage. Ooh, that is too black. I fucked up entirely. A little bit of white, I think. But, you know, we did all the hard part. There's still some shelves that need to be put up, and I need to remove the crumbly off of that. You know, there's still some that are left there, and we will hopefully put those all up. They want to open the store in, like, 2 weeks? I'm not completely sure. I think they're hoping for, like, 2 weeks. But I don't know if that is, like, ideal. Lately going to happen. Just a little bit of water to try to make that better since I fucked up so bad. Or I'm gonna have to like completely dump this and restart over maybe. I might have to do that, I'm thinking. I don't know how I'm gonna salvage this. It's like way black. Like, I don't know how well the light is picking up on this. Let me see. Yeah, like that is not the color I need it to be. And it's just kind of turning gray, which I can use gray towards the top maybe. Let me color match real quick. I guess I can use it in the between colors maybe. Maybe add a little bit more green to it. Or, not green, brown. I'm looking, my brain's not working. I know, realistically, again, I probably should have posted something about this online, but I'm slightly, ooh, that was not a smart idea. Oh my god. But as much as I wanted to stream today, and I do want to talk to people, like actual viewers, I am also still terrified of the social aspect. Especially when it comes to like personal IRL stuff. This might just have to be tossed completely, I'm thinking. Unless I can mix this. Yeah, because that's not... Maybe. Actually, no. I can work with this. I can work with this. It's okay. I can do it. Yeah, that kind of works. Yeah, no, I'm just trying to do better. I think the only thing besides trying to be social and get better at, like, not being afraid of people seeing is to, like, actually, like, learn how to edit my content. I feel like that's partly an issue because I just don't have proper computer that can handle, like, editing software. It can barely handle streaming sometimes, so like how the hell am I supposed to edit a video, you know? Yeah, that's kind of blending in. Yeah, that works. I didn't completely fuck up. I actually should be able to finish this before I need to leave, I think. Maybe. Or majority of it. Before I need to leave for my girlfriend. To get my girlfriend. And then I get to make dinner. And then hopefully I can have this fully finished by the time she leaves tonight. So that way I can not have her worry about that and bring it when we go out tomorrow night. And she can be all dressed and pretty already. Because she's got this mask. We do need to fix the nose on it. It's not, you know, it was missing it when we bought it. And we're like, oh, we can just do like a thing of fabric on there. Which probably will. Right, and then flip it. And again, I know this probably isn't the proper method. If anybody is a fursuiter, do not fucking kill me or come at me. This is my first time doing this. I originally, when I was younger, actually, I wasn't super into it. But I had friends that were, like, scene and emo kids. So, like, they always, like, I don't know if anybody remembers it. It was, like, peak 2010s. Those, like, foxtails, like, people would clip onto their little belts, kind of like this guy, but, like, actual, like, with the rings. I always really wanted to paint those. I really wanted to, like, buy blank ones or learn how to make my own, but I never did. And I feel like right now in my life is a perfect time to do a lot of things that I wish I had done as a younger person, but I never did. Again, crippling, anxiety, all that stuff never makes for, like, a good teenage year when you're constantly, like, afraid of being acknowledged as a person, which is still, again, very much an issue, but I think right now, given the social sphere and everything, that I just want to try my best to be out there more. When, you know, the big orange man got elected, me and my girlfriend were talking. She had originally wanted us to go to Canada, and I was like, we're not even dating a year. We just had our first year anniversary, actually, like, last week. But it's like, I know you want to do that, but it's like, realistically, it's not possible for either of us at this moment. Like, it would be, you know, good, get out of this, but we can't. Okay, I think that is good enough. She's kind of blending in. Just more brushing. I got fucking paint on my pants, but that's okay. I also have, like, pen marker from work. One of these marks on my fingers is not paint. It is actually a pen from work. They gave us, like, these little Sharpie pens to mark off what we needed and mark off what we got and make sure we were, like, on track of everything, because it split us up. But because, again, we're opening an entire store. It's so fucking much. It's, like, it's a lot. And there were so many of us. And then, so to keep track, they each gave us a list, told us what to do, and, you know, keep track of what we're doing and everything. Okay, take that fur off. Ooh, that is actually kind of looking good, I must say. Okay, I am gonna go get validation for this. And yes, before anyone overhears, yes, I do live with my mom. It is cheap. We have a good relationship. Alrighty, validation has been served. I am happy. I'm hoping this is actually capturing my voice well. I have no clue. I'm hoping it is, you know. I know I have 2 viewers, but I'm pretty sure that's just me and, like, the fucking robots I have set up. Let me check my phone real quick. Ooh. Okay. No, nothing. Alright, yeah, no. I'm pretty sure, like, I don't have anything in my ears right now to tell how I sound or anything, but yeah. Let's see. That blended into that real nice. Even though it kind of looks like the same color, you can definitely tell it's darker. I might just want to go inside the middle of the fur, the white part more, maybe, because it is kind of bothering me. And yeah, I couldn't find, like, a good cup, so I used, like, a Wednesday's cup, because, you know, when it came out, that, like, the cherry one looked so good, and I did end up getting it. It tasted like, does anybody know, like, those, like, Queen Anne's? That's what it tasted like. It was, like, really good. My girlfriend got the other one, I can't remember what it was. I think it was, like, one of their new normal flavors, like the brownie one, because she loves brownies. That's, like, her favorite thing in the world. She loves anything like ice cream brownies. She's there. She is sat. Alright. Just brush this a couple more times. And then I actually should be able to get this done before I have to turn the stream off and then not finish it off stream. I mean, I probably will finish it off stream and just, like, post online more. But, yeah. I'm actually really happy with this. It was something I was like, oh, yeah, no, I can do this for sure, baby. Don't you worry about it. I got you. And then it's like, oh, and maybe not. But no, I got it. I figured it out. I'm a good girlfriend occasionally. Occasionally, I can be a decent person. Who would have thunk? Okay, where did I put my brush? Right underneath it. Not brush. It says to comb it out online. When we bought, like, a huge pack of combs for, you know, the sake of me doing, like, repainting dolls and stuff, because that is one of my interests. I need to learn how to be better at it, but I do like the concept. Like, I love Hextian. I love Delightful. God, my brain can't think right now. There's another one. I think her name has something like Poplier or something like that involved. But, you know, she's like, I, like, grew up watching them. because I've always been, like, someone who, I grew up as, like, a tomboy, and so, you know, it was, like, I was down with playing sports and everything outside, but, like, dolls was, like, a secret love of mine, and, well, not secret, my family knew, but, like, none of my, I grew up, neighbors to, like, a house with a bunch of boys, and there was a bunch of boys in my neighborhood, so, like, I would play dolls with one neighbor, and then, like, half the rest of the time I would be always, like, outside playing sports, or roughhousing, and all that stuff. So, I feel like learning to be girly is, like, something, like, be open about it, and not, like, a hidden hobby is something I'm also getting used to. Because, like, I always grew up with, like, the thought of, like, dolls are embarrassing, and no, it's not. Like, so many people drop thousands of dollars on dolls every single fucking day. Like, for example, because, while they are training us, we do have to learn from a different store. So we have one store that we went to, where a lot of us got trained, and, come on, just a drop. Come on. Come on, get out. And this woman came in. She's a regular, apparently, from what my trainer told me. And she came in, and she's like, oh, do you guys have this? She, like, came in because she works in one of the stores in the mall, and she comes in for her little drinky drink, because the bookstore I work at has a cafe. I feel like that makes it obvious where I work, but hey, there's millions of locations across the country. It's not that big of a deal. And so she was like, hey, my girlfriend is a huge friend, and girlfriend as in just friend, unfortunately, how older women are, they like to think of that as, like, a universal, girlfriend is just their friend. And she's like, my girlfriend is, like, obsessed with Barbies. She really wants the Day of the Dead ones. Like, do you have any of them? And, we got brand new ones. They were of Ken and Barbie. Oh my god, they were so gorgeous. Like, they were $75 each, though. And she bought both of them. So that's, like, $150 plus tax. Just dropped casually. Because she's a huge fucking collector. And, like, granted, they are gorgeous. But, like, something like that takes... I cannot drop that money. I can, like, barely... I think... Why is black such a bitch to get out sometimes? But no, it's, like... It is an expensive hobby as an adult. Like, you never realize growing up as a kid how much your dolls cost. So it's like when your parents wouldn't get you one. Does that look the same? Okay, a little bit more. So when growing up, you would get mad at your parents. Like, why can't I have this doll? Because they're fucking expensive. Granted, they are nowhere. Like, back then, they were not expensive as they are now. It's a whole different, like, I think, shit. Like, some of the dolls, the majority of them are, like, $30, like, nowadays. And it's like, what the hell? What is wrong with you guys? And this is, like, looking the same as that, isn't it? Let me wipe this off more. Oh, it's a little blacker. Okay, that works then. It's like so fucking ridiculous. They think they charge for these prices, and then the quality's not even there anymore. Like, it is garbage quality, Not garbage quality, but, like, if I, like, the accessories and, like, the clothing just doesn't feel the same love as it did as a kid. Like, if you go back and, like, compare, like, this is the most obvious, and, like, everybody argues over this one, but, like, compare a Gen 1 Monster High doll to a Gen 3 Monster High doll. Their, like, clothing is not the same. Like, they definitely do not put the love or, like, the time into them anymore, and it's, like, devastating, because, like, a doll costs, like, $30, like, $29.95 now. I grew up, I think they were, like, always, like, $19.99 or, like, relatively in that range. And it's just like, why am I being charged for this much when you guys can't even fucking, like, put in effort to make them look nice? Because, like, for example, I know it's not gonna look the nicest warning, but, like, I bought Abby Abominable. I love her. She's one of my favorite dolls. But she has, like, accessories that are so boring that I have to find them. But, like, they don't put any, like, thought into them. Like, I ended up painting her nails. I want to redo her hair. I just haven't figured out the thought I want to do. And then, like, this one's not, pretend that one doesn't, but, like, they don't paint details anymore. And like, granted, the bottom of the shoes are pretty, but again, a lot of people have complained so many times that it's just not the same love and care. It just feels lazy sometimes. Like, they make the same exact doll almost over and over again, and like, they minimally change the style. They act sometimes mad even at like their adult collectors, and then they like have those collector dolls, and some of them are like so lazy and shitty. And it's like, why am I paying this much money for that? Like, you guys aren't even, like, I will say, however, that the Jack Skeleton one that recently came out, or that came out with Sally, that one is gorgeous. The Corpse Bride feels lazy though, but the Jack Skeleton in them, gorgeous. Like, the molds and everything, that actually had love and care to it. But like, for example, like, people were complaining about the Corpse Bride dress. It just wasn't giving, and it needs to give. Like, how do you expect us to have like all this money, and like, in this world where everyone is just, doesn't have necessarily the money for nice things, and you have to save for them? Like, how are we supposed to drop that much money, or money in general, on things that you guys aren't fucking taking care of and making nice? Like, that's just not... I'm not gonna drop like $60 on a Skeletor doll just because you say it's worth that when it's not. Like, it just doesn't make sense anymore. Then again, everything is just going up in prices, and they're like, just because, people are willing to pay for it, they think that it's okay. Like, the Xbox whole debacle that happened, what was it, earlier this month, or was that at the end of the other month? That was a mess, where like, they tried to raise the price up $30, and they did for new people, and then they had like hurry, oh no, if you're still subscribed now, you're fine. Like, what the fuck? Okay, that patch needs to be painted too. I don't know. Cozy art stream, and it's just me bitching. But no, I am still excited for Halloween. The food, it is like a place that serves food that I'm traditionally not okay eating. I do have AFRID, and I'm very like, I can't eat a lot of food because it will like make me feel sick. Like, if the wrong texture is in my mouth, I will feel like I'm going to throw up, and then I just can't eat, and then, it's a mess. So I'm worried. I don't really want to spend money on my own for food for that, so I'm just going to probably pick off her food and then eat dinner at home, maybe, or eat dinner beforehand. Plus they're kind of pricey. Like, I get it, it's not bad, but like $17? I don't want to drop that on food that I'm not even sure I'll eat. Especially considering I gotta pay the car bill, and rent, all that. It's like, why pay that much for food I'm not even guaranteed to like? Okay. If anybody's watching, what do you plan to do Halloween? Are you going trick-or-treating? Are you watching movies? What are we doing? I feel like I'm just yapping on my own like a fucking freak. Okay, this is gonna be pretty dark, but that's okay. That's kind of what I want on the top. And then, of course, I will probably, once it's fully done and everything, if my girlfriend doesn't like it and she ends up having me do different, I will most likely I'll post it online. Just like the finished product. I'll have to like listen back to this later and see if I'll post it as a VOD. Maybe I'll post it as is, just because it's only like 45 minutes on my channel, but I don't know. We'll have to see. Oh, no. Oh, thank God it's not too liquidy. I thought that was gonna go all over my desk. Jesus. Alright, okay, I don't think... Yeah, I'm almost kind of getting close there. This is like really dark, but I figured it's okay because it does get black up there. I just gotta figure out what to do with her. Was there fur underneath this? Can I just... Ah! Oh god. And it just got all over the place. It got on my Squishmallow. Oh my god. It's like on my pant. Like, I don't know if that's like seeable right there. It's all over that. My poor little Squishmallow bowl I got, he got painted. Oh god, that's so bad. Well, it's a good thing I need to do laundry tonight. Jesus Christ, and I'm at the end of painting anyway, so... Oh my god, that just... God. I needed to do laundry in a little bit, so that is completely okay. It's not the end of the world. At least. Oh, my heart is beating so fast, though. Jeez. Right. I think right here is going to be, honestly, the toughest part. Like, getting it, like, in that groove. You know, so I don't know what streaming is gonna go like in the future. I am working like from now until I'm working 5 days in a row, and I only have 2 days off next week. So I, again, don't know what happens. I'm hoping to stream more next week and get back into the groove of at least streaming once a week, but nothing is guaranteed at the moment. Oops, sorry, I'm just like blocking this because I'm trying to get like right up in here. I thought I was getting it in the camera, but apparently not. Okay. Yeah, I think this should probably be about good. I do need to flip it though. I'm hoping she'll be happy with this. I can always do more to it if she's not. I'm not too peeved about that. The only thing left after I do this is comb it out, let it dry, and then if I don't have to paint any more to it, I will probably just take a brush to it and tease it up and have it be nice and done. Okay. I think it's just weird to get up here, considering the fact that, you know, it is fully, like, in there. And it's, like, right at the finger, so my fingers are just gonna be, like, all grody. It's gonna... It looks like my fingers after I do the, like, air on my tires, just because, like, my road gets really dirty so quick, so it's, like, always just muddy as hell. And the nearest car wash, closed. It was like one of those ones where you got your oil changed and like they would have it be included, which, you know, it's always nice, but, you know, I gotta find a new one of those. And then I think that should be enough. Maybe I need to redo more. Yes, I do. It's too white up here. It's bothering me. I kind of ran out of paint on that experience, so we're gonna... Ooh. There's also hair in this from my brush. We're just gonna coat this really on thick around here. It's fine. It's fine, you know. This part is attached to her though, so it's not like it matters too much. It's gonna be attached to the back, but presentation. Right, I'm hoping this is good enough. Brush through it one more time. And to any furries watching this, I am so sorry if this is like completely wrong the way I'm doing it. This is just like the first thing that came up when I Googled how to do this. So I was like, oh hell yeah, I can do that. That's no problem. I have a shit ton of acrylic paint. I've got an entire like little fucking thing of it, like of primary colors and, you know, some additional colors. I have a bunch of purple because I had a desk I wanted to paint purple, and then I never did that. So I also need to find a use of that. Alright. And then, I think my ultimate dream, though, is to get one of those, like, rat fashion dolls. I don't know if, like, anyone has context to what that is, but it was this line of dolls that never got released. There are prototypes and, cheap remakes, like, the fake dolls made of it online. And so I'm hoping maybe eventually I can get my hands on one of those and I can repaint it like my little model. I think that'd be really cool, you know, paint her, give her some clothing. I think this is coming out. This looks good. Yeah, these match, right? Yeah, I was thinking about like kind of sticking this to there to give it more so the lock edges aren't so harsh. Use all this extra fur I have to like kind of pile it on there so it's not too harsh lines. Ooh, if I don't drop it all on the ground. But that's what I'm hoping at least. Where did I do with my little cuppy cup? Oh, threw it back there. Because I'm not happy completely with this side right here. It is not fully full to my liking. I just want this side to be not so white in here. It needs to be darker. Right, and then I think that part is plenty dark. I'll take some, put that back over there, just so I can use it later. Brush this down more, just random little darks. And there's not much on this. It's kind of like dry brushing almost, if you want. Where make it dark in there. Right, and then that should be that. Brush it upwards. The top of it isn't perfect, unfortunately, but like for somebody who's never done this and for a last minute crunch, considering I've only spent actually no, it's not just 50 minutes. I was doing it for a little bit before I went live. I was working on the orangey part, but then I was like, oh wait, I originally wanted to stream at this point, and then I didn't. So it's like, okay, well, I know I can't do it tomorrow, and I still want to do a Halloweenish stream, so it's like, here we are. Oof, so much fur. Okay. Brush this side out. It is wet. But down here is like, I feel like I did good. It shouldn't be too bad. I will, however, again, take a second brush to this and brush it up more. Just brush through all this. My fingers are disgusting. I'm gonna have to scrub my hands so bad after this, man. It is like so bad. Just brush that all down with this stupid little hair comb. It's not even a hair comb. This is like one of those things you use to fucking pin your hair back because I couldn't find shit. I was like, well, technically you can brush hair with that. That works. Right, and then I think that is it. Let me find someone to raid out real quick, and then we will do that real quick. I always forget. I need to pin it on my thing. Because I always have to go to, like, the home, to the, where is it? The, like, raid out part. It's always, like, my biggest issue. Raid out. It's always, like, my number one thing. I always forget to raid out. Manage stream. How do I raid out again? Raid channel. Alright. Who is live? I'm thinking, I don't know if I should. Alright, I think we might. We're gonna stream. We're gonna go raid over to Flamerite. She plays Overwatch 2, which, you know, is always good. I like her a lot. So we're gonna raid her out. And then, right? And then to whoever joined, thank you so much. We're gonna raid out to her in like 5 seconds. I gotta go on my way to go get my girlfriend. But hopefully, if you're watching, you enjoy her. She's always lovely. Alright. And then I will see you later. Thank you for joining. Bye-bye.